several players have had abuse thrown their way. Wayne Mardle recently announced that he's done with Twitter. I mean, dart players are using Twitter. They're seeing the comments. What do you think? What do you make of it?
Well, it's a bit of a different one for me where I'm coming from, is that a lot of darts players don't really like criticism or things get thrown at them. Like, so some average Joe comes on Twitter and says, I think such and such his player is throwing too quick. Oh, you're not good enough. You're not a good player. You're not a good player. So why should I listen to your opinion? It's just an opinion. And I think some people seem to think that if you say something about a darts player, even if they're forward, everything, it's like abuse, but it's not. Wayne Mardle is a strange one because Wayne Mardle, throughout time, has been given a lot. He gives out a lot of stick, and when he gets it back, he don't like it. So I find him really strange that he does that type of thing. And Jamie Lewis thing was interesting because when he played on the Models thing, and then he didn't play well. He was pretty poor. He got a lot of things about match fixing. No, that's not on. No darts player wants. It's not very nice thing to allege to a sportsman or someone who's been struggling like Jamie has. And so I think he's perfectly right to just delete to his stance of I'm going to come away from social media. I think he's back on now, but yeah, it's a strange one. There's certain things where I agree with people about the abuse and about the things, because when they lose a bet, they go and abuse the player. That's not on. But I also on the side of fans who give opinions to players, about their form, about their throw, about everything else, and they conflab it as abuse. It isn't. We all need a voice on Twitter or social media. I'm more in favour of freedom of speech and expression of speech as well. And I think darts players should take a step back on that as well.
It's very interesting, the topic, isn't it? Because here you have dart players that when they're throwing well get all the accolades, all the sponsorships. You know, they get tungsten deals, some of them book deals. They're making good money. And when things turn, you know, a couple of opinions really hurt their feelings. They're in the limelight. Seems like it's part of the job at times.
Yeah, I mean, it's an easy thing to say, but don't search for your name on Twitter to see what type of abuse or criticism you get. I mean, people handle it well. I mean, Durant handled it well on Twitter, so he's one. Some people don't. Some people want to go to the scrap. If you want to go to the scrap, then expect it to come back to you as well. So it's a weird one. I mean, I know a lot of top 16 players, so to speak, don't really read Twitter. They just get their management to put on stuff on Twitter. Now, they're not really interested things to follow, and they're not really engaging with the fans, so to speak. I'm not expecting darts players to sit on there 5 hours a day to engage with the fans, but I would prefer if they did engage with the fans a lot more than just, I'll speak through my manager type of thing. It goes two ways. The abuse should not be on, but if we want darts to be bigger, that's going to stay. So I don't. So it's one of those things. It's how you deal with it.